All right, let's see what you got, Aardvark. Hey guys, welcome back. It's that time of the month. Aardvark is very quickly becoming my new favorite book subscription box. I've been loving their picks lately, so very excited to see what they have in store for us for July. So let's go ahead and see what's up. Okay, so they have 6 selections. So I'm just gonna start right here. I was a teenage slasher. I don't know why. That just makes me think of the SpongeBob reference. The hash-slinging slasher! The hash-slinging slasher! Okay, so this is a horror, early release, 364 pages. 1989, in Texas, small West Texas town driven by oil and cotton, in a place where everyone knows everyone's business. So goes it for Tolly Driver, a good kid with more potential than application, 17, about to be cursed to kill for revenge. Here, Stephen Graham Jones explores the Texas he grew up in, the unfairness of being on the outside, through the slasher horror he lives, but from the perspective of the killer. Tolly writing his own autobiography. Find yourself rooting for a killer in this summer teen movie of a novel gone full blood curdling tragic. That sounds good. That sounds wild. Okay, that sounds so wild. 4.31, so it's doing good. And this one comes out July 16th. I've not heard anything about this one, but I'm into it. Next, let's just go here. So the Stardust Grail. That's a super cool cover. Is it like an octopus arm? That's awesome. Sci-fi mystery, 307 pages, super short. Save the world, doom her own. Maya was once the best art thief in the galaxy. For 10 years, she returned stolen artifacts to alien civilizations. Wow, okay. Until a disastrous job forced her into hiding. Now she just wants to enjoy a quiet life as a graduate student of anthropology, but she's haunted by persistent and disturbing visions of the future. Then an old friend comes to her with a job she can't refuse. Find a powerful object that could save an alien species from extinction. Except no one has seen it in living memory, and they aren't the only ones hunting for it. Maya sets out on a breakneck quest through the universe, teeming with strange life and ancient ruins. But the farther she goes, the more her visions cast a dark shadow over her team of friends, new and old. Someone will betray her along the way. Worse yet, in choosing to save one species, she may condemn humanity and Earth itself. So this is why I like Aardvark's picks so much, is because the books are just kind of like, they're out there. Like that's an out there idea. Like I haven't heard of any, like that doesn't remind me of any other books. You know, like that feels very original. 3.95 so far. Coming out, it came out June 11th. So it's been out for a bit now. Let's go here. Whoever You Are, Honey. Early release, debut, literary, sci-fi, and LGBTQIA+. So this darkly brilliant debut novel explores how women shape themselves beneath the gaze of love, friendship, and the algorithm by a thrilling feminist voice for the age of AI. What happens when what was once considered dystopia is now reality? On the Santa Cruz, California waterfront, every house is a flawless glass Goliath, except for one. In a bungalow, Mitty and her elderly roommate Bethel are the oddball pair who represent the last vestiges of a spirit-free town taken over by tech elite. But their lives are about to be forever changed when a new couple, Sebastian and Lena, move in next door. Sebastian is a renowned tech founder and Lena is his spellbindingly perfect girlfriend. But Lena has secrets. Of course Lena has secrets. She feels uneasy about her oddly spotty memory and is growing increasingly wary of the way Sebastian controls the relationship. Mitty is also hiding something, and the way Lena appears to float through her life draws Mitty into her orbit. As the two women begin to form a close friendship, they're finally forced to face their pasts and the urgent truths that could change everything. It kind of sounds a little bit like a thriller to me. What you got? What's next? Let's do the Unraveling thriller. Oh, 290 pages. It's so short. And it's an early release. Okay. All right, this is not a love story. It's a story about obsession. After experiencing a terrible loss, New York City psychiatrist Meredith feels painfully adrift when she crosses paths with a man with whom she has a tragic connection. She follows him, sparking an unhealthy obsession with Gabriel. How is he doing so well while her life is in shambles? I love books, thrillers specifically, where the main character, the person we get their point of view, where that person is like unhinged. But when Gabriel walks into her office as a patient, seemingly unaware of who she is, she knows it crosses all ethical and moral bounds to treat him. But yet, Meredith can't bring herself to turn him away and becomes further entangled. With her life and career continuing to unravel, it appears that things could not get any worse until they do. I think that sounds good. Let's see, coming out July 9, 4.19. Looks good. Okay, so I think we have 2 left. Oh my gosh, and I've been so excited to open this one up. I am so excited that they have a novel love story by Ashley Poston. This is on my TBR. I've been wanting to read this forever. I loved her other books, The Dead Romantics and The 7-Year Slip. I think she's wonderful. Romance, magical realism, includes a cat. Okay, spice rating 3 out of 5, open door. Love it. Eileen loves to get lost in a good happily ever after, the fictional kind anyway, because at least imaginary men don't leave you at the altar. She feels safe in a book, at home, which might be why she's so set on going to her annual book club retreat this year. She needs good friends, cheap wine, grand romantic gestures no matter what. But then her car unexpectedly breaks down on the way. She finds herself stranded in a quaint town that feels like it's right out of a novel. 'Cause it is! I love this premise. I'm so excited. This place can't be real. And yet, she's here. In Aloriton, the town of her favorite romance series, where the candy store's honey taffy is always sweet, the local bar's burgers are always a little burnt, and rain comes in the afternoon. Feels like home. It's perfect. And frozen, trapped in the late author's last unfinished story. Elsie is sure that's why she must be here, to help bring the town to its storybook ending. Except there's one character in Aloriton that she can't place. A grumpy bookstore owner with mint green eyes, an irritatingly sexy mouth, and impeccable taste in novels, and he does not want her finishing the book. Which is a problem because Elsie is beginning to think this town's happily ever after might just be intertwined with her own. It's wild. I love Ashley Poston's books because they kind of like have that weird like magical realism to them, right? So it's just kind of I love that she's like stuck in a book. I think that's so cool. So I'm extra excited for this one. I'm 100% getting it. 3.91, 3,000 ratings. Came out June 25th, and there's 384 pages. Okay, so last one is Masquerade, and that's a wildly awesome cover. Holy, that's beautiful. Debut historical fiction fantasy, 336 pages. All right, so set in 15th century West Africa, Masquerade is a dazzling lyrical tale exploring the true cost of one woman's fight for freedom and self-discovery, and the lengths she'll go to secure her future. Ododo's hometown of Timbuktu has been conquered by a warrior king, and living conditions for the women and her blacksmith guild, who were already shunned as social pariahs, grow even worse. Then she's abducted. Uh-oh. She goes across the Sahara to the capital city, where she's shocked to discover that her kidnapper is none other than the vagrant who has visited her guild just days prior. But now that he's swathed in riches instead of rags, she realizes that he is not a vagrant at all. He's the warrior king and has chosen her to be his wife. Romance novel. In a sudden change of fortune, she soars to the heights of society. But after a lifetime of subjugation, she finds that the power that saturates this world is a battle of political savvy, too enticing to resist. As tensions with rival states grow, revealing elaborate schemes and enemies hidden in plain sight, she must defy the cruel king she has been forced to wed by reforging the shaky loyalties of the court in her favor, or risk losing everything, including her life. Oh, loosely based on the myth of Persephone. Okay. 4.27. That's good. Comes out July 2nd. I mean, it sounds good. I don't know if I would purchase this just because sometimes retellings can be good and sometimes I don't think they're super great. So I feel like it'd be a gamble. So, of course, I'm getting a novel love story because I want to read that book so bad. It's been on my TBR or my wish list forever. So I'm very excited. It was like one of the books that I really, really wanted when I found out it was coming out this year. So I'm very excited. So I'll definitely be getting that. I do think some of the other picks look really, really good. For me, Aardvark always has multiple books that hit. But I am curious, what do you think? Do you like their picks? Do you not like their picks? If you are picking, what are you getting? Let me know in the comments down below. But that is it for me today, guys. As always, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!